Thank you, leaders, for teaching this Sunday. It's our first Sunday of Advent, December 3rd. And this Advent season, Pastor Mark is focusing on the different exclamations of different biblical characters in the process. And so this week we are talking about Elizabeth's exclamation. And so we will be looking at Luke chapter 1, verses 39 through 45. We're going to start with a video clip from Despicable Me 3, Drew and Gru, because there's some jealousy there. And so we'll open up with that and then head into our Bible lesson time. So probably after our video, we'll show the video to everybody at one time and then split into application activities. So we are talking specifically about Elizabeth, and we're not going into Zechariah's responses and things like that. We're actually going to talk about Zechariah on week, I believe, 3. So I'll fill in a little bit, but not go a whole lot down that road. We're going to talk about when Mary arrives at Elizabeth, and then Elizabeth exclaims how she is blessed, but even more so Mary is blessed. And one of the points that Pastor Mark is going to be making is it is our joy and responsibility to celebrate when others receive things that perhaps we wanted or that seem to be better than what we get. Elizabeth chose to celebrate, even though in the midst of her celebrating, she said, you are most blessed among women. Like, you got the deal. She wasn't upset about her blessing. She was not discontent in her conception with John. She was just expressing that she was celebrating with Mary. And so we want to talk about that this week. So we'll go from that video for the younger kiddos, from that video to their application activities, and you can talk about jealousy and that feeling of kind of and how do we respond to that? Can we choose to celebrate? And we can be bummed, and we can express that we're bummed, but we still need to go, but that's okay. I still have other things. I've still been given things in other ways, or received things in other ways, or I get to do other things and celebrate with those people. And so your craft activity is going to be 2 small plates. On one side, they're going to do a celebratory face, a happy face, and the other one's going to be kind of a grumbly, jealous face. If you want to talk about jealousy in green, you're welcome to, whatever. You'll have to explain it. But and then you'll staple those together, but use a glue dot to attach a craft stick at the bottom so we can turn it back and forth. And on that happy face, you could even note on there the Bible reference, first Luke, well, kind of Luke 1 and 43, but why is God so kind to me? Why is the mother of my Lord come to me? Something along these lines, that Elizabeth celebrated. Or you could just put Elizabeth celebrated, or Elizabeth chose joy, something like that, around that as that reminder of what this is about. And then you can ask questions or something like that that gives them opportunity to talk about a time when perhaps somebody else got something better than the thing they got, or got the solo, or got more game time, or things like that. An opportunity to talk about how can we choose to respond, and perhaps giving them scenarios and opportunities to respond and practice their faces and their words. I would definitely talk to them about, does your face match your words? Do your words match your face? And that matters. And in the physical activity, they're going to be playing basketball. We have the little mini hoop that we will put in there, and we will probably, for the younger kids, we'll put it on the on a short or something. For the bigger kids, we'll have to figure out which room to put that in, because if we put it over the door, you can't be in that corner room where you have been. But we'll figure that out. So, but they're going to celebrate every time somebody makes a shot or makes an attempt. If nobody's making actual hoops, they just celebrate every time makes an attempt. It doesn't matter if it's on your team or not. You're going to rotate them pretty quickly so that everybody's getting to play, but everybody is celebrating the whole time. We're not being fussy about this. And then you're going to debrief the same way with them, talking about how they can choose to celebrate when somebody else gets something they don't get. So that is the lesson. We want to make sure that we can hit those links in those application activities and give them time to talk and think about a time when they had to deal with this, when perhaps they got something that somebody else didn't. How did they respond to that? Mary was really gracious, but give them opportunity to think and to interject and to really take this home. This is the opportunity on our Sunday mornings where they take this and it matters to them. It's not just a Bible story out here. It's a Bible. It's a true Bible thing that God's teaching me. The Holy Spirit's working through me in. So that is our lesson this week. Thank you for leading.